Welcome everybody back to another beautiful episode of Cringe or Binge. Today we're going to bring you the episode 2 and 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We had a couple of things coming up, so we decided to do both episodes together this time. Um, Today we've got one of our lovely hosts, Alan, the man with the horns on his head, Torres,
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
and then we've got Frank, the man, the avid collector, on our as our other host.
What up?
And then you
See you guys
got
back.
me, Fred. Today we're missing Eric because we are recording on Easter because we wanted to have something out next week or this coming up week. We weren't able to get him. He's having dinner with family, having a video conference call or something like that. He lives with potatoes. I hope the potatoes are treating him well and keeping him warm. Shout out to you, Eric. We'll see him on the next podcast, which will probably be for Godzilla versus King Kong. So shout out to you, Eric, and survive off those potatoes. But today we're bringing you guys episode 2 and 3 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What do you guys think? What do you guys what did you guys think of episode 2 and episode 3?
So first off, I loved Godzilla versus Kong. I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah, no, that's all right. Sorry,
Dude,
Eric. Sorry, Eric.
No,
We will see you.
I guess
We'll see you back in
about that.
episode 4.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead, Frank, or
Sure. I liked episode 2. Felt kind of sad at the end when they mentioned Isaiah, like how they did experiments on him.
That was so cool.
And maybe was that kid supposed to be maybe Patriot one day?
I think so. I mean, I think that's where they're hinting. It seems like I don't know if you guys have seen like they're doing Young Avengers or what.
Maybe.
I mean,
I would like to think so. Maybe one day.
because didn't they show? I think it was Endgame, right? They showed Ant-Man's daughter older now, right?
yeah,
So she's supposed to take up the mantle of like Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of hybrid thing. Then you got, I think, I want to say the Hawkeye show is gonna have his replacement, and it just seems like they're adding younger people as replacements.
Mhm. Yeah, people getting old, man.
Yeah, but yeah, keep going, Frank. You got this.
Let's see. We still don't know who's the mastermind, but now we get to see that the was it Rogue One? No, it was Solo. The chick from Solo. She's always wearing masks and always taking them off.
Wait, she was in Solo?
Yeah, she was the one where stealing the containers, and then she takes off the mask, and then it was a girl. Then it was a girl.
Oh, was it in the end of Solo, like on that one planet? Oh, okay. I knew I recognized her. I was like, Solo. I kept thinking of the Game of Thrones chick. I was like,
You're like,
I
no.
really missed something. I was like, I don't think I saw Daenerys anywhere. But anyways,
But yeah, she's in it. That was pretty much it for episode 2. I don't remember much.
Yeah, episode 2 was slow.
Pretty slow. I mean, I liked how they introduced. I think one of the best moments was when they showed when Falcon and Winter Soldier go to that one guy's house, like the older guy from the war. Like he was also a super soldier, like the pre-super soldier. Like I heard that in the comics they did something like that, like that their original Captain America was like a black person and that they like abducted them or something like that.
So what ends up happening is they follow the same story. So when the first Captain America is basically Steve Rogers, but when he got frozen, they tried to redo the kind of like the super soldier initiative again, and this time they gave the serum to black people, but I believe not everybody survived, and he was one of the ones that did. And then it's the same thing, like you said. Then they eventually experimented on him and tried to shut him out later on, after he did service and stuff like that. Now the episode itself, action wise, I do agree, was kind of boring-ish, right? But they did hit like a lot of racial tones. I don't know if you guys felt that in the episode too, like big like underlying, because when Bucky and Falcon are having that fight outside, and then the cops show up, and then the cops like pretty much are like
Side with
Bucky.
and
They're
stuff.
like, hey sir, are you okay? And then yeah, you kind of I don't know. It had very big racial undertones on this stuff. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like they were. I mean, because also I guess with the storyline too was like, from what I heard was that they were getting black people to be tested on involuntarily. Like
yeah.
they were like, oh, we don't, it's pretty, the whole usual like backwards kind of mentality from back in the day that's still relevant now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I actually really dug the whole therapy scene a lot too, because I was very pissed that like Falcon gave away the shield, and then I kind of like that like Bucky just told him what we were all thinking, like, yeah, why the fuck did he do that? Like, you're an asshole, essentially.
Yeah. So what do you think of episode 3?
Zemo. If episode 3 had a name, was it just called Zemo?
It was the best.
Hands down.
We get to find out what happened to Agent the Carter. It's not Peggy Carter. What's her?
Agent 13?
Carter. There we go.
Right, something like that. Agent 13.
Okay, so she's 13. I thought 13 was some other chick, but all right. I think
Is
is
that right or am I wrong?
Let's fact check because I know there was a 13.
Because
Agent 13.
I thought that was the designation number she got, but I could be wrong. But
yeah, it's her. Yeah, Sharon Carter.
Okay.
Because I was getting confused with like the other characters from what do you call it, from
Agents of Shield.
The Shield. There you go. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name for it at all. I kept thinking of AOS or something like that because everyone just says AOS.
Yeah.
But
Attack on Titan. What?
SNK, dude. Shingeki no Kyojin.
Yeah.
Was she on that show on Agents of Shield?
I don't think so. I mean, I know people were referenced from the movies or something like that on that show, but I don't think they ever crossed over. I think they kept Agents of Shield kind of ran concurrent with the movies, kind of, so they had the themes, but they never had the actual like. Except for, did they have Samuel L. Jackson on there?
I think he might have showed up. I heard that Lady Sif showed up too.
Did she? Yeah. I think so. But I think it's because they weren't going to have her in the movies anymore at that point. That's why. That's why. Because I think after like Thor 2 or whatever, when they were doing Ragnarok, she wasn't going to be in Ragnarok, right? Is that why they put her in? I don't know. It was a weird time.
Probably also like trying not to figure out because like in the comics, Thor's with Lady Sif and then with Natalie Portman's character. Yeah. So maybe they're like. Because it seemed like they didn't really know where they were going with like the love interest. Really,
yeah.
I still feel like they're kind of even maybe Love and Thunder will fix it, but
maybe,
yeah.
But yeah.
But anyway,
yeah. Besides the point, but I do want to say about episode 2. I did like how at the end they talked about getting Zemo, and in the next episode we got Zemo right away instead of being one of those things where it drags on.
Like, the entire episode could have just been a prison break.
That's what I was afraid of. Honestly, that's what I was afraid of. Because when I heard, like, oh, now we got to go get Zemo, I thought, man, we're going to use a whole episode on how to break him free. I did like that to not take a long time. They did that kind of like movie thing where they go, so we're going to go in, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And as they're saying it, the scenes are playing out. So by the time they're done explaining the idea, it already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like that Bucky was like, well, hypothetically speaking, if we were to do this and that and this and that, and then all of a sudden Zemo's right there at the thing waiting for them. So I did enjoy that we got to see how he got out, but not had to waste about half an episode breaking him out.
Yeah,
and you know what though? Yeah. Oh no, go ahead, Frank.
Oh no, just one more thing about episode 2 that got me wondering when they were having that fight scene on top of the trucks. What happened to Falcon's guns? Because I feel like that could have been solved a lot quicker. Because he had all these dual machine guns, and but now he just doesn't have them. It's on Captain America now.
You know what? I never thought about that, but you might be right. Maybe it is.
I know the bird for sure can at least shoot.
Oh, but
bullets.
But they break the bird in the second episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? Let's hold on. Let's hold up on that thought about the third episode because we're talking about the second. I think it's kind of shady that the new Captain America and his partner were tracking what was Red Wing, so they could
Mm-hmm.
see what was going on between Bucky and Falcon, and I thought that was not cool. I thought they would have said something more about it, like made more of a big deal about it, but it seemed like they kind of glossed over it, even though they were being tracked for God knows how long.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it makes sense because like it's not like Shield wouldn't do shit like that. And then also
Okay,
too, he's like,
that's
well,
true.
I'm the new Captain America, and like, because I feel like with this past two episodes with John Walker,
Hmm.
I feel like he's more like I want to get the job done to show I can get the job done. So I feel like he's kind of like just taking whatever risk he can to be like, no, 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 I'm gonna do what it takes.
How did you guys
So
feel
people
about him shooting somebody? Since you're talking about the risks and the stuff.
who like John
What?
Walker,
Yeah.
the U.S. agent. I mean, I was okay with it. I wasn't really surprised. I was like, it makes sense. I mean,
This dude
Bucky,
has
when
no
he's Captain
powers.
America,
Yeah.
yeah, he has no powers. So I'm like, yeah,
Right.
of course you got to do what you got to do.
Okay. You guys really think he has no powers?
I
I
think he.
think.
Oh, go ahead, Alan. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think he might not yet.
Okay.
I think he might go like the dark side and just be like, Battle Pass or whatever his friend's name is gonna be like, hey, bro, like, here's some super soldier serum. Let's like take it and shit. And then like that's the only way you're gonna be like the true Captain America. And he's gonna be like, you're right. And then he's gonna take it or whatever. And then
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, Bucky and Falcon versus like the U.S. agent, Super Shredder, pumped up Captain America. Maybe I don't
Exactly
know.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's gonna take it later on, maybe.
Because
And
see,
get corrupted.
that's what I was thinking. I go, I wonder, does he already have powers and he's acting like he doesn't? Because they want to make it seem like he's more human than not, or is he gonna, or is he gonna get powers? Because I mean, I think at some point he's gonna become a super soldier. Either he is already and he's faking it, or he's about to some point in the future, and it's gonna corrupt him completely. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that Bucky ran like a mother on that episode,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you saw him take off, right? Because I'm gonna bring this up for episode 3. I just want everybody to remember that when he ran, he was fast. Like
Hmm.
he caught up to a truck. I feel he's also underutilizing his arm in the second episode. Like he's got a vibranium
Uh,
arm. He could be like killing people with it.
I heard they did like a throwback or something to one of the older movies with Bucky's arm or something like that. Like I guess like the way he grabbed like
The shield.
Falcon or
I know.
something, the
I
shield.
think it was the way he
Oh,
grabbed
it
the
was
shield.
the shield. Oh yeah, so instead, yeah, because like when Captain America throws it in Winter Soldier in the movie, he catches it with the metal arm, but then in this one, he just catches it with the right arm,
Yeah.
like
Oh, damn!
his
Really?
yeah,
Well,
and people were saying like that goes to show that like he knows that that fool's not a super soldier, like he's not strong enough, so that's why he was able to
uh,
catch him, like
well,
whatever,
but
dude.
here's the thing: isn't Bucky a super soldier also? It's like, shouldn't he be able to catch it barehanded?
Yeah, no, yeah, he can do it, but I mean that was supposed to be like the fuck you to be like
Oh,
I'm gonna
I see.
catch it with my regular hand while his vibranium arm is like
He was like the guy. He was like the guy from a scary movie where he's like, "I'm gonna catch it with my good hand," and then he's like, "Clap."
yeah. I use the good hand to catch the shield this time.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna use my good hand." He's gonna mix the mashed potatoes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because I mean, the fight scene, it was pretty cool up there. Them doing their thing. Do you guys think that they would have got messed up if U.S. agent and his sidekick showed up? If they hadn't showed up, I mean.
I think they would have just failed sooner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's too many super soldiers too. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There's like 5 of them on the thing. I just feel like it's too many now because you got Bucky, right? You got the dude with a grandkid. Isaiah. You got Isaiah, right? You got Bucky. You got Isaiah. Then you got the whole terrorist squad now, and then eventually you're gonna have what? Captain America, soon to be U.S. agent, probably most likely. Probably his partner. You think Falcon's gonna become a super soldier?
I don't think so.
You sure?
I think he's no, because I think
How
in
does
the
he?
comics.
How does he catch the shield when he throws it?
Just like
I
the Riddler,
think they're
John
gonna
Walker.
do it. What's up?
Oh, well, I mean, like because I think John Walker doesn't have powers now, but you see him throw the shield and catch it. So he'll be able to throw the shield, just
It won't be as
maybe not as
hard.
hard. Yeah.
It's gonna take a practice because I think in one of the trailers, like the first teaser trailers, it's him outside like throwing the shield at like a couple trees trying to practice it.
But doesn't
And
he
then
get caught in a tree or something?
yeah, like he can't figure out how to do the bounce or whatever that like Steve usually does.
He should be.
Hawkeye throws a shield
He
in
should.
Age of Ultron.
He should be playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to get that shield throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Shield throw.
He can learn how to do the Stars and Stripes, and then he'll be set.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I mean, yeah, like you guys were saying, it's a slower episode. There was a little bit of action.
I like the episode because it has good undertones. But I guess since we're talking between episode 2 and 3, because I mean that's the thing. If we talked about it just by itself, maybe we'd be a little bit more in that. Because I did like what they were addressing, with the whole, what was going on with the black community at the time and things like that. And that kind of shows, it's very relevant to right now. So that's why I thought it was cool. But episode 3, I mean, does anybody have anything to go on episode 2 before we jump to episode 3? Because I think that was the most like action-packed type thing for these 2 episodes.
Episode 2, no, I mean that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. Because so we were on the breakout of Zemo, right? That fool, I did not know he was rich. Like, I mean, that rich, like that rich.
Yeah, I kind of felt like an idiot when he was just like, "I'm a baron," and
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah, I know.
that's yours. Why wouldn't you be rich?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because I was like, I don't know why it makes him seem like he's broke. In Civil War, not Civil. Wait, was it Civil War? Yeah, it was Civil War, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah, he seems to be like I don't know why I thought that. I thought he was some kind of like rogue agent with like no money, and he was doing all this stuff. And then, yeah, sure enough, dude, he's got a whole collection of cars. Dude, he has a butler. He has an Alfred.
mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, this is wild. I think, like in Civil War, he was a scary dude for what he did to them, right? But not like scary as in like physical or something like that. It was more like a scary like mental type of thing that he did. But here, he seems cool as shit. Like he seems like a cool villain.
I think it's because like in Civil War he really really had a plan. Like he's like, because I won't lie, I thought in Civil War he was just like a regular guy, like Sokovia. Like how like when in WandaVision they showed like the attacks and that, and like they're poor and all that. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
And then I was like, oh, this guy's just methodical and like he's just like
the revenge.
Revenge. Yeah, he just wants revenge. But then I kind of thought about it in this one. I was like, he got his revenge. He actually succeeded. He did everything he was supposed to, and then went to jail. And then I love too that when he's in jail, he doesn't stop. Fucking Bucky shows up and he's like 17, truck, whatever, the whole brainwashing shit.
Bicycle,
I was like, oh,
slogans, and then he's like, nah, man, that shit don't work.
Scroll times.
Yeah, but what about he still gets him with it? There still seems to be something inside of you, like a little bit in there, like a little hint, and that bugs Bucky a lot. To think that there might still be a little bit of Winter Soldier left in him.
Yeah, like how he just trolls with them when they're on the airplane. Like he's reading a magazine, but like inside the magazine, there's just like Bucky's journal of names.
Oh yeah,
the list of people he wants to like apologize to and shit.
And then was it Nakajima's name? He's like,
I think it was the Japanese guy from the first episode.
Exactly, the one that he killed his son. He was like, oh, this guy must be important. And then him and Falcon, Zemo and Falcon have a little bonding moment with was it a song? It was a song, right?
It was Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I you feel like Bucky's like, I like 40s music. He's like, that was my music.
Yeah, and I was like, hey man, let him be. Like that's his thing.
Yeah, Poor guy. He's
I
all.
get it. He's like, nah, bro. I like the album. I just it's not my thing. And then Zemo's like, bro,
He's like,
like how do you not understand the African American experience? I was like, oh shit.
yeah, dude, that guy. He's a good actor, man. He's a good actor, and I love him as emo. Like especially now, I don't know. Maybe it's because they get to expand a little more on these characters that the TV shows I think are actually working to like further these characters kind of like stories in a way that you would never get in the movies. Because I mean, no offense to like Bucky or Falcon or Zemo or any of these other guys, but they're not Tony Stark or Captain America or like the main characters of these movies. So you're never gonna get like this real in depth kind of things. You'll see glimpses of it, right? But you don't get this like such rich story from that. Dude, you see Zemo dancing in the episode, and it's pretty tight.
Doing the Zemo show.
Oh, dude, I immediately went to Reddit because I was like, I know somebody's gonna have the HD GIF. I was like, I have to save it, and I was like, I need it. Here you go, boom. I'm gonna send it in the chat for everybody. But yeah, dude, that like Zemo. Just I was like, okay, I'm all up for Zemo.
Yeah.
This episode made me go, okay, character, I get it. He had to do his whole shit in Civil War, but now I'm like, I just want a trifecta of Bucky, Falcon, and Zemo.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna get at though. I'm gonna feel messed up when he turns on him because he's gonna turn on him. There's no way he's not gonna turn on him.
He has to.
He has to, right? And I feel messed up because I wouldn't mind to watch season 2 of Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Zemo. I think that would. I could watch another 2 seasons of this, just them going around different places and dancing and shit. I don't know, doing whatever they need to do, spy work. I think it'd be cool, but alas, he's a villain and these are heroes. And at some point, the enemy of my enemy, who's my friend, has to become my enemy again. And I feel like that's what we're gonna end up seeing. But till then, this is fucking dope. I like him. Okay, did you guys see that? I lost my shit when he put his mask on.
And then he took it. He put on his mask and then took it off. Like, well, I gotta sell toys, so let me put it on for a bit.
That's exactly what I thought, dude.
Is that what it is? I gotta sell some toys. Oh shit!
They gotta make Hasbro's out of me,
dude. I didn't even think about that. That's what it is. It's like, guess what? Here comes a new toy line, baby. He's all, but I get paid too much, so I gotta take this off.
Give it like 3 days. You're gonna see on the Funko Instagram page that they're gonna be like, "Here's the Zemo masks, the masked Zemo, and then the unmasked Zemo Funko Pops."
And the unmasked Zemo is gonna be a Chase because he's gonna have the mask in his hands.
No. The chase is gonna be the dance.
Oh, the dance,
the chase one.
But all right. So they wind up breaking him out, right? Then they go to Madripoor, which I kind of got excited because Madripoor, that's where a lot of the X-Men characters are. They didn't show any X-Men characters, or no, sorry, excuse me. I don't want to say X-Men, mutants. I thought we would have seen a mutant, maybe some kind of hint of something. I don't know, because that's where they used to hang out. But I don't see anything yet, so I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Who's Falcon's character? When he dresses up, they're like, you're
Laughing Tiger.
Oh yeah.
The Laughing Tiger is actually a character. I saw a picture of somebody was talking about him, and I saw a picture of what it looked like, and it's this weird looking tiger thing. I'm not 100% sure who he is, honestly. That's the first time I've heard of him. He's in the comic books, so it's a real character. I'm just, it's one of those things that now pretty soon we're gonna damn know who the Laughing Tiger is. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't really show him. But I don't know. To me, it was the first time I heard of him. I was a little shocked.
What did you think of the whole cell phone thing blowing up? Like,
when he got the phone call?
Yeah, when he got the phone call. Were you like, really?
Yeah, I felt like this is that trope where they do it in a lot of stuff where like we need them to get caught and people need to know, and then I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess. And then he's trying to act out all like, oh, yeah, we gonna get that money, ha ha ha. And then he's like I get it, trying to be louder than her, so she won't say his name. And then all of a sudden she's like, Sam, and everybody's like, Sam. And then it breaks loose. I don't know. I mean, it's not the cleanest way out. I would have preferred them to be like, wait a minute, we got facial recognition and we realize that you're actually, Sam Wilson, instead of being like, I don't know. The phone was a little much.
Or the real Laughing Tiger just walking
Shows
in,
up, yes.
and then Zemo's like,
He's like, he's dancing his way out the door. Yeah,
He's
something
just
like, and he just walks right out, and it's just them two. Yeah, something like that would have been a lot better. I mean, it's just, I guess it's a simple way out, right?
Mhm.
Unless, because there was no big emergency with her sister, right?
no, I think it was just her like, hey, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
And just so people remember, like, hey, like the sister is a part of this kind of thing, because it's a pretty short show, and I don't know how they're going to clean up the whole storyline with the sister and everything. So I feel like they're like,
Falcon stole one of the paintings, and he's gonna sell it on the black market to make money for the family. That's how it ends.
oh, somebody online was saying that 13 or Sharon Carter, she's like the power broker.
Dude, I thought that, and I thought that she sniped the chick that they were talking to.
I thought so too. I thought it was her. I was like, what the fuck?
It would be weird if she is a power broker, because the power broker is, how can I put it? Why would she let them kill the guy who's coming up with the serum that she needs? Right? I mean, I know Zemo did it, but then didn't they get blown up by a rocket? Like she would risk killing herself in the thing if she was a power broker?
I don't know.
I don't
Like,
know,
maybe-
but I would get it why she would maybe be the power broker and be like, look, I stole Cap's shield in Civil War, and ever since then I've been on the run doing all this shady shit, and no one gave a shit about me until you two showed up and managed to see me and be like, oh shit, Sharon, you're alive or some shit. Like, yeah, dude, I've been fucking here in the underworld.
What if she
So,
turns out to be like the power broker's girlfriend or something like that?
Maybe.
I think she's gonna be it. I think she's gonna be it
What?
herself.
Okay, what if she? So like she does a lot of this stealing and a lot of this stuff, right? What if her ambition is to be the power broker? Maybe she's not the power broker right now, but she wants to take over and be the power. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's a power struggle there. Obviously, we don't know. This is the first time we've seen her. What if there's like behind the scenes there's some kind of power struggle, and she's thinking of using Zemo, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier to uproot the power broker so she can take over and be the like head honcho of everything.
I can see that. I can see her trying to take over, but
But then again, didn't she ask to be like pardoned? Or you think that's all a ploy?
Yeah. That's probably just a ploy, just to be like, hey, I'm gonna be on their good side, kind of thing, or make them think that I'm not anything, or make them suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one with her to see where she goes. I actually thought that maybe her and Bucky were gonna like kindle up some kind of relationship or something, like future wise, not like maybe right now, but
I would have thought her and no, I think it's always been her and Steve, right? But then she's like, no,
nah, because you're my grandpa or something, or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Something now. Now that you know that the whole like loop de loop, he became his own grandpa.
Mhm.
But I honestly, when I saw Zemo run, I thought he was gonna take off on him.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Oh yeah.
On the container thing where he runs and then he starts shooting there, all this stuff. I really thought he was gonna run away because I guess you could say I'm expecting him to take off. So I thought, oh, this is a perfect thing. He shoots the guy dead.
Mm-hmm.
The container blows up. Puts a mask.
Toys, and bam.
And then he's gone. But he was like, no, I gotta come back because you guys gotta see me without the mask again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. And then, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so remember when they kill the chick, right? The information chick. You see them all running. Winter Soldier could have ran faster than all of them, but he didn't. Like Bucky goes like slow, like a regular person's run. Now that was that to keep up with the Falcon or what? Because he could have done this like crazy like I'm talking like speed walking.
I think that's just real life. People forgetting. I
That
feel like they didn't. I don't think it's Steve. I don't think it's them going, "Oh my god, he had to slow down." I think they were just like, "All right, Sebastian
can you get
and
you ran?
the guy, okay, I need you guys to run this way, and we're gonna take the shot." I think it's just that. I don't think it's that
Oh,
deep.
because I was
But
yo, they forgot to make him run.
what were you gonna say, Frank?
Oh, just about the car that Zemo pulls out of one of the containers. Was that his? Like,
No, I think no. I gotta say it was stolen.
oh, he's like, it's supercharged. I thought, like, man, where do you get this stuff? I completely forgot where he
I
gets the
mean,
car from.
I, g- I think he was running through season in a container, and I think he pulls it out. I
Mm.
think, unless that is his car, and I'm like, this guy has cars everywhere. But I mean,
He did know the area. Like he did know like the seedy underworld, and they did
see,
know he was a baron. So maybe.
and that stuff. That's what's making me like be like, is Zemo working for the power broker? Because he
No, I
knows.
think he's.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say he knew a lot. Like he knows a lot. But then again, maybe it's just being part of the evil organizations and stuff that you kind of know the underbelly of everything.
Did it look like Zemo knew that scientist guy? Did they meet each other?
Mm,
I
I
don't
think
know because he killed him. Right? He just fucking shot him like out of nowhere. Like when he was getting to like more information, and then he was like,
I
boom.
think
Ah,
I think well, it
Because
makes sense.
I got the feeling like Zemo knew him and the scientists knew him, but they were like, don't say anything about me, and they had that unspoken agreement. And when he thought maybe this guy's might crack up and say something, he just shot him just to make sure.
hmm
Because
And,
there
you,
were some shots where like they would look at Zemo, then look at the scientists, and we give each other like these looks. Like,
and it's plausible because at this point everybody dies that's about to say something important.
mhm.
Like the moment anybody's gonna be like, yeah, because the power broker is this person, or I knew that everybody gets shot like right away before they even utter a word, and you're just kind of like, what the hell just happened? But it seems like it's a constant thing in the show that they just someone's about to say something and they get shot and killed.
Well, it's like an espionage show, so it's always like like James Bond or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, who is the villain or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'll never tell you, James. Bam. Oh shit. Well, it
Yeah.
was. Now we'll never know.
His name was Juan. Bam, and then like Juan. Damn, all we got is Juan. And then like the next person's like, his last name starts with a D, and then they shoot him, and he's like, we got Juan D. Oh man. And then the last guy goes nuts. Juan D's nuts. Ah, and then you hear got him, and he gets shot too. Uh,
He's like, I wasted all this time.
I wasted all this for this.
Just to get got.
Got him. But yeah. Okay. I know I'm spinning along a little bit, but when Bucky starts noticing all the like the little balls from the Dora Milaje on the floor,
Mhm.
how the hell did he see that?
Bucky
Remember?
Vision.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Oh,
Yeah, like he notices the first one. He's like, all right, boys, yeah, you guys go that way, right? Because after this, they kind of all
Mhm.
break free and they go to was it Germany to look for the chick, or Berlin, or where do they go? Oh, anyways, they go looking for they go looking for the chick from the hand. Remember? It's like towards the end of the episode because she like tries to steal medicine and then she like lights homies on fire, which is wild.
Mhm.
I mean, Bucky did spend a lot of time in Wakanda, so maybe like he knows, he's seen all the tech and stuff. Like, man, this looks familiar.
It's crazy because he spots like what two of them at least.
Hmm. I thought
Yeah,
there
it was
was the
like
little balls that what's her name? Black Widow.
Hmm.
Well, Bucky rolls a little ball under the car, and then Black Widow has like a little phone talking. I thought that was one of his that he just might have dropped.
Oh, yeah, no,
I don't know, maybe.
uh,
Yeah, I think it was like a Wakandan thing, like because they even mentioned it too. They're like, "What were you called? Like the white dog or something like that?" And he's like, "Oh, the
no.
white wolf."
What did they call him? The White Fox or something like that? And they're like, no, it's the White Wolf.
the White Panther. He was like, "You're like the White Panther."
Oh, that's
right?
what it was. That's yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey," and then I think that's where he got it. What do you? Oh, so that's what I was gonna ask. What do you guys expect is gonna happen now with like Wakanda involved? Because Zemo is like, he killed T'Chaka,
Hmm.
So
so Wakanda's gonna be like, "Why the fuck are you with Zemo?"
I think he's gonna give an explanation and probably say something of like, I'll turn him over as soon as we're done with him. Like, I'll make sure he goes with you, and it's probably like, okay, well, you can't return to Wakanda unless you return with him. So I bet you it's gonna be one of those things that Bucky won't be able to go back to Wakanda until Zemo either is dead or he's taken back to Wakanda, and that's probably gonna be an issue for Bucky because I want to say Bucky said something about like where he was the happiest was in Wakanda because he said yeah, that's what that because remember how the therapist was like, oh, where's your place of peace, and he kind of made it sound like when he was in Wakanda he was actually peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if it's gonna be something like that, like he can't find peace. Like it's almost a way of saying like, oh, you're never gonna be able to find peace because Zemo will probably run off on him, and then he's never gonna be able to go back to Wakanda without Zemo. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Either that or they're going to be on the run from Wakanda also on this thing because it's an espionage show, right? So who knows? Maybe now Wakanda's going to be. Maybe they're going to be like, hey, we're only going to give you 24 hours before we start hunting you down again, and maybe they're going to be on the run again. I don't know. I mean, it's this show's taking one left turn to another, and who the hell knows?
You think they'll announce the new Black Panther, like towards the end or something?
I don't think there's going to be a new Black Panther. I thought I heard them say that they were just going to like.
Oh, just leave the movie at that.
Well, like they're gonna make another movie, but I don't know how they're gonna skirt by Black Panther not being there, or even if they're gonna explain it. Maybe Shuri becomes the Black Panther.
I thought that's how it was gonna be. Like Shuri was gonna be
okay, this is what we do. Okay, and I know this sounds convoluted, but follow me, guys. Here, we get Michael B. Jordan's body, right? We say to Chadwick Boseman gets hurt, right? His body gets damaged so bad, but we're gonna transfer his soul into the body of Michael B. Jordan.
X-Men 3 style.
And then it's gonna be Black Panther, but he's gonna have the face of Michael B. Jordan, but it's Chadwick Boseman. Boom! I just saved you guys. Black Panther 2. What do you guys think?
Copyrighted.
I was gonna say
You're like completely not what you said.
what they should do is they should introduce the X-Men, the mutants,
Yes.
in one movie, and then reveal that T'Challa was married this whole time
To Storm.
to Storm, to Aurora, and then she's gonna come in and be like, "All right, I guess I got to take over from my husband," and they're like, "What?"
That you know
And
what?
then it's just
Honest to God, I thought they were gonna do that. They're just gonna do the second movie and introduce Storm, and just be like, oh, she's been married to T'Challa the
this
whole time, right? But then all of a sudden he's gonna pass away, right? And they're gonna be like, oh, this was his wife. He got married in between Avengers Endgame or whenever it happens. Because you could have this movie set a few years in the future. He could be married after he got back, and then maybe he dies of whatever. A snake bit him and he got poisoned. You know, there was a snake in the water hole. I don't know. Snake in his boots.
Vibranium's sake.
They could be like, he could be like, there's a snake in my boots, and then it bites him. And maybe she takes over, and during the ceremony of the burial, because you know how sometimes the mutant gene activates sometimes with people with like stress or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
She begins to cry. It starts to rain, but it starts to rain too much, a little too much, and then lightning happens. And then she begins to get those but it's got to be like the fucking X-Men show. So then she gets that little tornado under her feet, and she starts to float up in the air and shit. And then they're like, "Oh my god, she is like a storm." And that's when she yells, "My name is Storm." You know?
It starts snowing in Wakanda.
Yeah, it's like,
whoa, we didn't get snow here. What the hell's going on?
yeah. And then she's like, "I am Storm." And then you jumpstart the X-Men. I mean, you jumpstart the mutant franchise in Black Panther 2. And you get to continue on. And maybe she doesn't become the Black Panther, but you have, because she's a queen now or whatever, she can dictate that Shuri becomes the next Black Panther.
Oh, there you go. You just do that. There you go.
Yeah. And then she goes,
"Hey guys, it's me, Halle Berry. I just want to let you guys, Shuri is the new Black Panther." There you go.
Yo, we're gonna get Halle Berry back. Let's go.
She's like, you know what happens when a toad gets hit by lightning? The same thing happens to everything else.
You
She-
blow. I'd be down something
they're
like that.
they're like, Queen Aurora, why the fuck did you say that? Because I'm the queen, bitch.
She's like, you'll get it when you watch X-Men. X-Men, what the fuck are you talking about?
Da-na-na-na-na.
Do that. If Marvel makes another X-Men movie, they better have that as a theme song. I don't care if they're running to the Quinjet or something happens that like that guitar riff's got to come out somewhere. But I think
they're gonna do like a slow piano version in the trailer.
But no, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. They maybe something like that, and then they're gonna bring him on. But oh damn, we really got sidetracked on that one. But there's something has to happen with Wakanda. It's gonna be a big thing next episode. You know, it's gonna be a big thing. I mean, it's nice to have that little kind of crossover, but something's got to give. And you knew something was gonna happen though when what's his name, Falcon tells Bucky. It was when Zemo broke out where he told him, "Oh, you don't think that people are looking for Zemo, you know, and Wakanda's not looking for him? Like if they break him out?" And then it's kind of like too late. He's already broken out. Ah, ha ha. So I kind of had a feeling something was going to happen.
Wakandans don't forget.
Not after you kill the last king. I mean, didn't they kill Ulysses Claw?
Michael B. Jordan did.
I think that was, oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, yeah, you're right. You think Ultron's going to come back in the show?
Yes. He's the main villain. It was him that time. He's like, I got the Avengers and I killed Steve Rogers, and they're like, no, Steve Rogers just got old, bro. It was me. There's no strings on me.
He's like, I gave him diabetes. You're like, what? Yeah, I sold him, and then he takes off the mask, but he was a baker that always sold Steve Rogers his bread, but he would always give him like extra sugar bread or something, and he rips off his mask and he goes, it took a long time, but I finally got him with diabetes.
Is it like that reverse Flash thing? Like, it was me, Barry. I kept you up.
Yeah, that one.
It was me, Barry. When you were getting hard making out with Iris, it
Oh
was me.
my god, that one where they do that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I don't.
Ultron's
Okay, here's another villain that you might have thought he might have. I think he might still show up. Mephisto. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Just checking if you guys are watching. The Mephisto counter for when he's going to show up in one of these TV series. If he doesn't show up in this one, you know where he's really going to show up, guys? The Loki series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mephisto will make a guest cameo over there. But I don't know. I mean, so far I think out of all 3 episodes, because this is the 3rd episode, right? We're halfway through this series. It's only going to be 6 episodes long. They said that these were going to be hour-long episodes. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm getting tired of everybody counting the end credits as minutes to the episode. All right? They're like 50-something minutes long. I remember an hour is 60 minutes, okay? And you're giving me credits to get me to 50-something minutes. I don't like that.
That's the same complaint I have with like the Snyder Cut. Was that like it says it's 4 hours and 2 minutes, but like the movie ends around like 3 hours and 50-something minutes, and I was like, bro, what about like the rest 10 minutes, man? You're fucking lying to me. I was promised 4 hours of content.
Listen, I watched that movie. I wish it was 3 hours of like end credits, so that way I could have turned it off. But you know,
Nah, it needs more, bro. I still need to watch the black and white version. I haven't seen it yet.
are you seriously gonna watch the black and white version?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it like in a month or something.
Oh,
Because I already saw it twice before, and then I already saw Godzilla and Kong versus twice as well. I'm like, all right, I gotta take a break and watch something else.
Really? I thought you would have took a break after watching 4 hours of the Snyder Cut.
Now you know what? I told myself I was gonna do a marathon, so I got to do Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, the 3-hour version, and then the black and white Justice League just to finish it up.
I heard
That's it.
I was reading something that the guy who directed Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong. Sorry guys, I know that we're going off on a tangent, but just follow us here for this one. The Godzilla versus King Kong. He said that he's got enough to do either a 4 or 5 hour movie of it. Like he's got enough scenes to make a 4 or 5 hour cut of the movie. People need to stop. Okay, I want everybody to listen to me. You guys need to stop. The movie you brought out that was an hour and a half to maybe 3 hours, and you better be as good as Endgame in those movies if you're gonna give me 3 hours to sit down. You know, this better be Titanic, and I better see a pair of boobies. Stop it.
No, you know what we need? We need this. What?
Hold up.
Frank?
That's Fred's opinion. If you have 3 hours of kaiju's fighting, yes, I want to see it. All right.
Yeah, me too. I completely agree with Frank.
Like I said, it better be good. Like, don't just give me, don't give me random stuff. Is what I'm saying. You better bring your A game when you're gonna make me sit down 3 hours long. I will say, if you guys go watch our podcast on the Snyder cut of the movie. He got his point across, and it was a better movie. I don't know if I want to sit through 4 hours again, but I did it, and it was a good movie.
I will.
You're sick. You're sick human. But you know what? Hey, what can you do there?
But no, I was gonna say what we need is a Snyder cut version of these episodes. That's what we need. We need the full hour, not fucking. We did like 2 hours of each episode at least. That's
yeah. I want at least, if you're gonna give me an hour, give us an hour of the whole episode, and then put the end credits at the end. Don't count them as the episode. I don't like that. It's a streaming service. That's always been my thing. It's a streaming service. You don't have a time slot. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like under 30 minutes with commercials and everything. You can be as long as you want to be. Give us the hour-long episode. I don't care if the last, it was 55 minutes, right? The last 5 minutes you could have been cut back to Zemo dancing. I could have had 5 minutes of that, and I would have been like, guess what? 60 minutes. I loved it. The last 5 minutes of Zemo dancing was the best part of the episode.
Okay. Also, too, it's a very nitpicky and minor complaint.
Right.
Okay, I get it. The Marvel credits, like the first minute or two, are really cool. Like I know, like all the movies have to have like a really cool like end credit sequence or whatever.
Right.
Like you said, it's a streaming service. I've already seen the end credits for fucking Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Let me skip them.
First, can I skip them, or can you just do that thing where it becomes a small square? Because you know what it leads me to believe is that it stays up, and you're like,
wait.
credits.
Where are you watching it that it doesn't become a small square?
On Disney Plus.
No, I watch it on Disney Plus, but like I'm watching it on my computer, right? So as soon as the major credits end, like which is like you know how they have the really nice end credits. As soon as it switches to just the names, like in a long row, it goes small, and then it shows me watch WandaVision.
Yeah. No, I get that. No, I'm saying like
as soon
I've
as
already
it goes,
seen the.
Oh, okay.
As soon as it goes to the credits, don't show me the cool sequence because I'm led to believe there might be a mid credits scene.
Okay,
because then I always end up watching it, and then I'm just like,
let me give you another one. You know what I don't like in WandaVision? You know how towards the end they started giving us end credit scenes? Don't do that. Give us end credit scenes from the get-go. Don't just decide randomly, okay, episode like 5 through 9, now we're going to have some end credit scenes because we need to add it so that way we can get whatever. Because I'm not expecting that. I'm already turning it off as soon as the credits roll. Because I'm already like, you know what? This is dumb. And I turn it off, and then I have to watch somebody else that's not us, but you guys should watch us and follow us on YouTube and all the other stuff. I got to see somebody say, hey, did you watch the end credit? Don't forget to watch the end credits. So then I got to go back to the episode and watch the very end. Why? Start from the first episode? You know, I mean, I don't know. You guys think we're going to start getting end credits soon? Like a little bonus scene? Since we're already halfway through? Yeah? You think so? Yeah. I don't know why, but I got a feeling like next week will be the first like extra scene, and it's gonna be like Falcon get a new costume or something. I don't know. You think we're gonna see Falcon back in his costume again soon?
Oh yeah, but I was gonna ask Frank, what is something that's nitpicky that you think about?
Since we're all throwing our rest.
Now I was gonna comment on the end credits thing, but I was like, you know what? After the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, after watching the full thing, credits and all, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. So I haven't watched any of the credits for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
All right,
I just
you haven't
if it
missed
shows
anything.
on the internet, then yeah, I'll
Okay, I'll be honest. I let them roll. Like I'm doing since I got dual monitors on my PC, right? I got one here, one here.
Mhm.
I'll let the little small window go and I'll mute it, but I'll start doing something on the other one just in case there's an end credit scene, so I can tell you guys, because I don't trust them anymore. Because I
Yeah.
feel like they did me dirty. So now I gotta put it on the side just to make sure that they're gonna show all the way through. I hate that. Well, you guys, is there anything else in episode 3 that you guys want to talk about right now?
Mm,
No, I'm good.
Okay,
no,
perfect.
yeah.
Let's go with this. Predictions or wants for episode 4. Where are you guys at on that?
I would want, like, I know we already talked about it, but I would want something about Shuri or a mention of Chadwick Boseman as a Black Panther. Like maybe he's our king's been a little sick. Then
Mm-hmm.
like maybe that's the hint. But I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Alan, what are you looking? What are you prediction or what do you want to see or what with for the next
Honestly,
episode?
I know everyone's like hating him and everyone's talking mad shit, but I'm like, I kind of want to see more John Walker. Like, I want to see more. Like, I know everyone's like, fuck this guy, but I'm like, I can't hate him right away. Like, I'm like, why should I hate him? Okay, I know he's trying to take up the mantle. Said some dickish things, but I'm like, I can't hate him yet. I know people are sending Wyatt Russell like death threats and stuff like
Are
that.
they really?
Really?
That's what I was going to ask earlier. Yeah, I was going to ask, what do you guys think about the death threats?
What death threats? I didn't hear that. Are you serious?
Yeah. This weekend they've been saying that like he's been getting death threats from people going like, "How fucking dare you be Captain America? Like you should fucking die!" Like all this stuff.
Why? No, he's
Did
not.
not know it's a show.
Nah, no,
It's a cartoon.
listen,
It's a show. Yeah.
listen. I will say this to anybody listening. I think he's doing a fantastic job as a Captain America. He's going to be honestly, honest to God. I think he's going to become U.S. agent. I think he's going to, turn a little bit more of the darker Captain America kind of thing, right? He's going to take, guns and I think he's doing a perfect job because I think that's what it's leading to. So I think again, like Marvel always does, perfect choice in who they got. He's doing a fantastic job. He's supposed to make us feel this way. Oh, heaven forbid what if they ever bring back damn, I just lost it, dude. Chris Evans to do that. You remember the Captain America storyline where he was Hydra?
Yeah.
What if they ever bring him back to do that? Let's say a couple.
I don't think they will, but my only thing is like, I want because like they haven't really showed us like even his acting, like even the stuff like the stuff he's doing. It's for me. I'm not going fuck you, dude. I'm just kind of going like okay. Like I feel like I'm at a standstill. Like I haven't fully been like I know some people are like fuck this man. Like I hope he dies and all that.
I think I think what it is because he's a.
See more of him.
I think it's because he's invoking a little bit. Like when he's in there, he gets him out of the police station, right, Bucky and Falcon, and he's kind of like a little of like, oh, I got you guys out. Okay, then don't stand in my way if you're not going to be with me. Like, I think it's those little subtle things. But that's what I'm saying. I think he's doing great because in 1 minute, you're like, hey, this guy's happy-go-lucky. This guy sounds solid. He sounds like he's going to be Captain America. And then you see those little hints of like, if you're going to get in my way, then I'm going to steamroll you. And like when they go in and try to capture the guy and they're kind of like, get in there before he can delete everything or whatever. And like he gets spit. When he gets spit in the face in the second episode, wait, was it?
Oh, here it comes. Here
Yeah.
it comes.
No, wait, was it the second episode or was it the third episode?
I think it's the
I
third.
think it was the second episode or third.
Third, maybe third. Anyways, when he got spit in the face. No, it was a third, I think. It was a third because in the second, I think they go hiding. Anyways, when he got spit in the face, he didn't show it, but it seemed like he exuded like, I'm going to choke you right now. Like, I don't know, I just felt that. Like, he almost contained his like, I'm going to choke you right now and you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
He's like, you know who I am? I'm Captain fucking America.
and then he's like shield slash and bash and smack and I mean, look, he may not have super soldier strength, but I mean, I'm thinking a vibranium shield to the skull will probably kill you.
Oh, definitely. But
Yeah.
yeah, see, like he's an interesting character. Like
Yeah.
I actually want more of him. So that's
Oh,
all I'm asking. Is I
yeah.
just
No,
want to see him.
I don't think that death threats or any of that is warranted at all. I mean,
Mm-mm.
that's way too far. He's not. I mean, that's the thing. He's not Captain America, you know, or the first version of Captain America. And we all got to understand this as fans. There have been many Captain Americas. I mean, hell, you just saw another kid that's going to be like Captain America with Isaiah, his grandson, right?
Hmm.
And then
Mhm.
you know you got three Captain Americas. Let's just go like this. You got three, four, five potential Captain Americas in one show, right? That heaven forbid
Mhm.
if they don't have a flashback with Steve Rogers, because then you might have six. Because you have Steve Rogers, right? They showed his pictures. You've got Falcon, who we all know was Captain America in the comic books. You got Bucky, who was at one point a Captain America, right? You got John Walker, who's Captain America right now. Was the official Captain America, but he might be U.S. agent. You got Isaiah. Was Isaiah Bradley? He was a Captain America at one point. And then you got a grandson that in the future might become Captain America. That's six dudes in one damn show. We should all be okay with what's going on. There's no reason to throw death threats. I mean, they're actors anyways. Let's be honest. This isn't real. It's just nice to
Yeah,
be able to.
it's fiction. It's fiction. It's fucking
Yeah.
fictional characters. Fictional
I mean,
characters. It's like,
it is nice though to see them on the screen portraying these characters and actually bringing life to the comic book pages with what I think is with justice, with very good acting. Just like I say, return Batfleck. If anything, the Snyder cut might do something. I'll be honest, is we might see Batfleck back because I really want to see him as Batman. It's just I'm just gonna be honest. But anyways, that's not
it's
here.
supposed to be in the
No, he should be Batman again. That's it. But yeah, no, these guys are actors. These guys are humans, just like the rest of us. Like I don't get this whole like wanting people to die and sending death threats. I mean, what the hell does that do?
Didn't nobody watch the end of Endgame? What did old man Steve Rogers said when they asked about the shield? It's like I feel like this shield belongs to someone else. I'm like it doesn't. It, it, anyone can be Captain America.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the shield is just an idea. It's not really what makes Captain America Captain America. What made Captain America who he was
It's the
his.
friends along the way.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's his belief system and like the trust and doing what's right. Like you know what I mean? Like that's what makes superheroes, right? It's their ideology. It's not so much the superhero itself, but it's what they truly believe in to make them do what's right. And that's what if everybody wants to, I guess, be a decent human or something. There's always something that you can learn from these comic books. You know, obviously it's not about jumping in the way of a bullet or things like that, but it's doing the right thing. If everybody did the right thing, then there would be no wrong, right?
And
And
the biggest irony too is that so many people look up to these characters and like they love these characters so much, but it's like, okay,
what would your character
what,
think?
what would Captain America think when somebody says, "Yeah, I'm going to send death threats to this actor because they're portraying your character," and it's like, okay, why would you want to kill them? There's
Yeah.
no necessary reason to do it. But it's because it's it's so funny how like a lot of our superheroes are getting like mythologized. Is that the word? Mythologized? Mythologized?
What about we're just proving Zemo's point?
It's got to dance.
Like what he said in the ship, it's the same thing. You know, we're idealizing these guys, these characters, and they can do no wrong. Is that right to do? That we just gloss over all the faults that they have?
It captures the comic book fan experience.
Yeah, Zemo knew what he was talking about when he said it. He already foresaw everything that was going to go down.
Also, too, real quick, right before we finish up, Zemo has a lot of like Doom vibes. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of has like a Doctor Doom vibe to me, like a kind of like,
Is it bad that I was hoping he would have been Doom instead now?
fuck yeah, dude. Oh, of course, absolutely. I want him as Doctor Doom because he kind of says some stuff that are like kind of Doctor Doomish. All he has to say is like, instead of him being like, "Oh, I believe that that album is great," he would say Doom believes that album really captures the African American
Listen.
experience.
So this is what we
Some shit
do,
like that.
okay? You show Doom as like a full-on burnt face instead of just a tiny scar. So that way we won't know who it is, right? So Zemo comes out. You can see his face clearly when he puts the mask on. Doom has that mask on because of his face all burnt. Same actor. He does both. Right? We had Thanos and we had Cable. I mean, we could do it. You had Johnny Storm
True.
and Captain America. Why not?
Hey man, anything's possible. You know what? And there's an episode in Doctor Who that like kind of proves to me that I was like, okay, this is possible. This was during like the 10th Doctor. I know you guys haven't seen it, but real quick. So there's a character in one of the episodes. He's just like a one-off character.
Mm-hmm.
The Doctor saves him, and you know, it's during like the Pompeii, like the volcano or whatever. And the Doctor saves his family, and the dad, he ends up becoming a doctor later on. He becomes a 12th Doctor, and everybody goes, "Wait a minute, he already played a character.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is he the Doctor?" And they end up fucking explaining how that happens.
How they explain
And I
it?
was like, essentially, that face he saw, the guy's face, when he regenerated,
He used it.
He used that face to be like, to remind him that he always has to be a good guy and take care of people and save everybody. Like, you know, just some generic superhero kind of shit. But I was like, if Doctor Who was able to pull this shit out of their ass, I know Marvel can do it way fucking better too.
True. And I think that we're planting the seed now. Marvel, you heard us. Make him do.
Hey, Kevin Feige. Yeah, bro, you heard me. You listen to the podcast. He
Right.
does.
He does. He does. He does. He sends us good wishes every once in a while. And goes, hey, you guys are doing a great job.
We have to upload it right now to him. Right
Yeah.
now. He's like, I need to hear your opinions.
Yeah, and we said, make it
we're
so.
a week late.
He's like, Doom says, make it so. So, with that, guys, we're wrapping it up with because we got to go make a phone call to Kevin Feige right now and see what he says. Thank you for listening to our podcast. You guys, as always, break it down for these people. Where can they find you, Alan? Let them know. Let the people find you, so they can send you hate mail and death threats. Apparently,
they're like, "What do you mean Snyder Cut was too short?" Well, you can find me over at the Undercast Company at Undercast Company on Instagram. That's the other podcast I'm with. We review underrated films. We also have a couple of different shows. The Underrated Podcast one. We also have Gateway episodes where we introduce each other to shows that, you know, we show each other the best episode that we feel that can introduce somebody to a new show and get them into, just like Doctor Who or, you know, Buffy or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then there's another one called You've Never Seen, where it's about essentially kind of the same thing as the underrated one, but it's more about how sometimes we, you know, as film fans, we don't get to see every film. And sometimes there's big blockbuster films or just a notoriously, you know, popular film that, you know what, I just never had the chance to see. Just like one of our episodes is American Psycho. One of my co-hosts, she's never seen it. So go ahead and check it out.
Dope. Frank, my man, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, First Class Gaming. I usually post collectibles, maybe some screenshots of a game. You can also find me on Twitter under the same name. And I also throw another podcast with my co-host, Fred. We do F&F Collectibles about our collectibles.
Yes, sir. And did you give out your Twitch channel, Frank?
No, it's also First Class Gaming.
That's right.
Find me on Twitch.
Find him on that stuff. Me here, you can find us at Los Muchachos Media. Los Muchachos Media on Instagram, on Twitter. It's Los Muchachos Inc. because I couldn't get media. You can also find me on the first few episodes of Undercast Company if you ever want to hear my voice on there for a little bit. They got a solid podcast over there. And then you can also hear me on F&F Collectibles, which is what we're doing. It's fun. We're going to have to drop another one there. And then you can also listen to Distant Chips here on Los Muchachos Media on YouTube and on Anchor. And there's a few other places you can find our podcast. But with that, I want to say good night. Thank you for listening to us, or good afternoon or good day, because you obviously you can listen to this podcast whenever you want. But with that, I just want to say bye. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, follow us. We'll be back with another Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode until they're done. We got 4, 5, and 6 to come, and then we're going to be coming back with Godzilla versus King Kong, hopefully with Eric. But with that, I want to say later, everybody, and we're out.
Take it easy, y'all.
Bye bye.